Hello everybody, it's a lovely sunny day, so welcome to my garden tour Saturday. I am filming this a day or two before. This video is hosted by Grandma Sandy, Suffolk Susie, Patricia N-Cube and Growing on Vancouver Island, and also Grow Joyfully Homestead features a lot in these collaborations. Anyway, let's see what's going on in our garden in the month of April. So this is a rose bush. This one's not doing much. That was one of the sickly ones. I don't think it will be doing much this season. We'll see how it goes. The soil does look dry, but Dan has watered. We haven't had rain for quite a few days. This is the corn salad that I sowed several weeks ago now. It's coming through at last. The seeds weren't propagated indoors at all outdoors. We'd covered it with fleece. We're going to get a nice lot of salad greens there. These are the lovely radishes. They probably need thinning out. Don't throw away any thinnings, they're delicious in salads as microgreens. Here we have some of our lettuces. As you can see, these are doing really well. They've got a nice crisp heart. We've had one already. There's a weed, don't want that. Various things here for the propagating and the garden in general. Last weekend I bought us a few plants from the garden centre. This is a new rose that's going out the front of our property. It's a patio rose. They didn't have a lot of choice, but I think this will be really lovely because it's got a light fragrance. And this little beauty, that's a perennial, and also the poppy is a perennial. We have 3 perennials in all. There's one called scabious as well, which is good for bees and other insects, and Dan has already potted that up. We had 3 perennials for £20 with our loyalty card. These are some trays. These are all waiting to be washed. I have already washed some. There's a lot to get through. We've been picking through what's beyond reuse and what is still okay. Most of what we have is okay. There's just 1 or 2 which were very torn and tatty. That happens with plastic eventually. These are our herbs and various other things. There's the scabious there. Some herbs are doing better than others. There's one in the back pot which I tried to save, but it doesn't really seem to be doing very much. But I'm going to pay attention to what Grow Joyfully Homestead Sherry says and just give it a wee while longer to see if it recovers. The olive tree, that's growing well. Another rose bush, that's thriving. A mixed success story with the herbs. Most of them are doing all right, but the one down the front isn't doing very well either, there in that little pot. The blueberry bush is doing well. Hopefully we'll have more than 1 or 2 blueberries on it this year. Last year was its first year of fruiting. That's the rhubarb crowns there. And here Dan had pruned the quince tree right back, and look at it now. It's doing really well. Big pile of branches from the tree. We haven't had a chance yet to go to the council tip for the recycling of garden waste, and we've still not put the bark down. We've just been struggling with time and things, a lot of stuff going on. something for the birdies to enjoy. These are the solar lamps. And here, look, this is a big success story. Look at these. These are all garlic plants, would you believe? Look at that. See, that bulb is poking up already. Oh, nice. Cute little rose bush. The rose bushes here and here are really thriving now. Mum's camellia. Let's see what's going on over here. These are the seed potatoes. Along here we're waiting for those to come up. Yes, Miss Robin. We've got a baby pussycat here. That's Miss Robin. She's very beautiful. She's just had an annual checkup and she's doing really well. She's put a little bit of weight on. She's 4.378 kilos, which is exactly the same weight as my previous black cat, Miss Kitty, and she's just like her. I swear she's the reincarnation of. These are the strawberry plants. They're gradually recovering, well, most of them. That one in the middle is not doing very well. It's a bit sickly. We'll sort those out at the weekend and try and show them some more love. The rhubarb. Honestly, the rhubarb goes mad in this garden. And we have stuff propagating in here as well. We've got things like carrots and onions and all manner of things. I may have done those in the wrong order. Anyway, one lot is carrots and onions and the other lot is potatoes. And then I've got cabbages here. These were the ones that overwintered. There's Merlin, look, having a grub around. We've picked a couple of these cabbages. They're spring cabbages because they'd started to bolt. We gave one to our cleaning lady and my friend Val, and we've got the other one. I'll be using a lot of these shortly. It'll make yummy kimchi. And then we've got all these links. We don't reckon they're going to get much bigger. We may thin this front one out a bit and pull one or two because young leeks are delicious. You can also use them as an alternative, believe it or not, to lasagna sheets in a lasagna, which is what the Hairy Bikers did when they started their series on the Hairy Dieters in 2012. Something's happening here. I'm not sure what it is. And then into the greenhouse. Done an eye clean list between us. It's the best we can do with it. It's looking a lot better. I started it. Dan finished it. And here you see it's a lot tidier than it was. It was absolutely horrendous yesterday. So I've got various seeds propagating in here. And these little seedlings are hardening off now. This is for the next few weeks to get them to acclimatise so they don't go into shock when they're put outside where it's warmer. Think of it as a halfway house for plants. I definitely got those two beds the wrong way round. The far one was the carrots and onions, and then the one nearer the leeks is the potatoes. Oh, my bad. And here I'm trying to do some germination, courtesy of a method by Lovely Greens. Nothing's happened with these yet. I'm waiting for root systems to form, and then I can plant them in seed trays in the usual way. I've got two San Marzano, which are a lovely plum tomato variety. They were the only ones that survived. I've had some hits and misses with the tomatoes this year. There's a little chili there, and I've got some others which are doing really well. I can't tell what's in these baggies, I can't read what it says, but they're in various stages of propagation, these ones. And then these are the sweet potatoes that I started off. There's a couple that are forming root systems, but they're not doing terribly well, to be honest. So that's kind of a 50-50. I wouldn't say it's a total failure, but so far not a riveting success. Yes, Merlin. And then here are some things that are getting a bit hardier. That one at the front, that's gone, that's damped off. We have a big problem here in this house with humidity. We have tried various methods. We've opened the top window in the conservatory to try and ease things off a little, and that seems to have worked to a degree, but we've just had another that's damped off. But I'll wait for a few more days, like I did with the others that failed, before it goes on the composter. So that's my garden tour Saturday. I hope you enjoyed watching. Do please feel free to take part in this open collaboration. Remember the hashtag Garden Tour Saturday open collab. I think we need to have a few more people here in the UK taking part in this really fun exercise on a Saturday. So until then, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so, ding the notification bell and all that good stuff, and I'll see you again soon for the next one. Until then, bye for now.